When you first got into the class last fall, were you nervous?
I was nervous the first day of lab because that's when we do all the hands-on, really like muddy work that we do. But especially when we did seining, because you actually have to walk out into the water and you're not wearing waders normally, like because it's warm out in the first few weeks of school. So it's weird to have all this like plants touching your legs, and it's just a weird experience. But I don't know, eventually after doing it I just realized like this is my class, I have to do it. So, and it really wasn't that bad. Like at the end of the day the plants touching your legs aren't going to hurt you, or like the mud that feels gross isn't going to do anything. And as far as like touching the fish, that was pretty weird at first, which is weird because they're only like this big when we do the seining, but they're all flopping around, and if you haven't had a lot of experience with touching fish, it's just scary. But I just did the same thing I did with the seining, and I told myself I had to do it, and I did it. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I had pretty much like the same experience. I didn't know what to expect, but at the same time I had an idea. But when I came into the class after the first few labs, I realized that it's not bad, and it was a lot of fun actually. I really enjoyed myself. It was my favorite class last semester, so it's good to get outside and do something different from all of your other courses.
Do you have any tips for these incoming freshmen?
Yes, we do have a lot of tips. My first one being, if you think you're going to be warm enough during the colder months when we go outside, you're not going to be. So bring more clothes, because I always think I'm warm enough in what I'm wearing, and then I get outside and I wish I had more. So always bring extra, because you can always take stuff off, but you can't make yourself warm if you're freezing.
My tip is to always participate in class and in lab, because it's just going to make the experience so much better. It's not a judgmental class, so you can say what you think, say how you feel, grab the fish, like go out of your comfort zone, and it's fine.
My next tip would be not to schedule a class after this lab, because oftentimes you will be smelly or dirty and you're not going to want to go to class right after, or you'll be wet from being in the water, so you're just going to want to have all the time in the world to shower. Unless it's absolutely necessary to have a class after this one, then don't have one.
My tip is, if you're a girl, don't wear makeup, because you'll have those times where maybe your head will go underwater, or maybe it'll be hot and you'll be sweaty. So your makeup is going to smear. It's not worth it. Just don't bring it to class.
My next tip would be to go to our study sessions, because not only will it help you learn, but you will also get free snacks and some amazing people to hang out with.
It's a lot easier to study when you're in a group. We'll make it fun. We can go over a certain topic if you need help with it, and it'll be good. That's the key way to get good grades.
Are you ready for life on the lake?
Have you officially made your decision yet?
If you have, we'll see you in the fall.
Life on the Lake 2019.